Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a very special release from Decca Eloquence, a celebration of an iconic organist, Dame Gillian Weir. 22 CDs worth. I bet you didn't know that there were 22 CDs of organ favorites, but there are, and there is absolutely no one to perform them as well as Dame Gillian Weir, because, as we all know, there is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. And we have, it's just an astonishing collection, it really is, of stuff that's been out of print for a very, very long time, including 10 unreleased CDs of BBC radio air checks. And I have permission to play you some sound samples, which is going to be even more amazing. You know, one of the things that's included in this set for the first time on CD ever, remarkable that they have dug this up, was Dame Gillian's original recordings from her California period, which was very, very little known because she was quite young at the time and hadn't become famous. But there were three major phases to her California period, which is really amazing. The first was the organ inaugural that she performed at on the incredibly lovingly restored Rouen Cathedral Cavaillé-Coll organ, which was installed in the Punta Vista Pizzeria in Laguna Beach. And Gillian she was dating Brian Wilson at the time, so she happened to be there and was able to give the inauguration of that fabulously restored instrument. And she includes the Laguna Beach premiere of the Roybke organ sonata, which, was never really a Laguna Beach favorite until Dame Gillian attempted it right on the boardwalk, as the surf was crashing in. But the high point of her Laguna Beach inaugural was her fantasy and triple fugue that she improvised on three Beach Boys songs: Good Vibrations, Help Me Rhonda, and Surfin' USA. And what a triple fugue it makes. Then, of course, there was her 5-year period as organist in residence at the Gilroy Garlic Festival. And everybody knows that, she basically established the Gilroy Garlic Festival as a major musical event in the world of organists and organ playing. And, the music that she played in Gilroy was absolutely legendary, including the first complete Vidor cycle ever heard at a garlic festival. And since then, of course, Vidor has been a feature of garlic festivals throughout the world. But the Gilroy Garlic Festival performances were the first, and we get two Vidor organ symphonies from her Gilroy days. But most fascinating of all, and what I finally was able to get permission to play, was the several years that she spent as Hammond organist for the soap opera As the World Turns, and later for General Hospital. She did both because she happened to be there, and she was spending time in Studio City in Los Angeles. And, you don't know when you watch these fabulous reruns that organist was actually Gillian Weir. But some of her very favorite cuts are included here, and including. Let me see if I can find them for you here. I have them set up so that you can listen to them. First, there's this one. Watch out, he's got a knife. Magnificent, wasn't it? And then, of course, there's that tragic episode when John tells his brother that he's really not the father of Callista's child. And here it is. You are not the father. And then from General Hospital, there were those basic tracks that are still being used. There's Coma. Now, Coma, the Coma track we all know. It was basically one of Ware's most inspired improvisations. And here is her Coma music, which was used for about 10 years because that's how long Beatrice was in a coma after, the car accident that was arranged by the jealous ex-wife of her brother's cousin's best friend. I'm not going into the plot. Here is coma music. And so forth. It's a coma. You get it. And then, of course, there was her greatest hit from General Hospital, Flatline. I mean, the California period was quite special. I'm sure you'll agree. But let's take a look at what else is in the box here, and because it's really an amazing collection. Of course, I'd have to be able to open it. That's going to be the catch, and we'll see what else we get. I think this is just an incredibly exciting thing for organists because, organ music is hard to pin down because it really, how do you rank an organist? That's the question, because what they do is so dependent on the instrument. I mean, it's totally dependent on the instrument. We assume they can play, but what comes out depends on, first of all, registration selection where you have the options and the acoustic of the room and whether the thing is in tune and how many pipes it has and all of that stuff. It's really out of the control of the organist. And of course, organs aren't touch sensitive. So what can an organist do aside from choose the tempo and sort of fiddle with phrasing? It really takes a tremendous amount of ability to personalize organ performance in a way that, anybody would notice. But we have here, let's take a look here. Oh my God, look at all this stuff. It's just unbelievable. Here are the complete Argo recordings, which were absolutely splendid. As you know, you have music by Bruns and Scheidt, which is a big deal. And then the Dandrieux, the Premier Livre de Pièces d'Orgue. Ooh, baby. That's a hot one. And Louis Marchand, Pièces d'Orgue. Bach. Well, Bach organ mix. I mean, she played Bach in Laguna Beach, too. But, but nobody noticed, because of the Beach Boy improvisation was the highlight of that. Couperin, Pièces d'Orgue. More Couperin, Pièces d'Orgue. Are these different ones from the previous one? Yeah. And then we get, let's see, Roberdet, Fugues and Caprices pour orgue. I mean, how many people listen to Francois Roberdet? That's actually quite an important disc. I mean, discographically speaking, because there wasn't much Roberdet, and there still isn't. And let's see, what do we have here? Royal Festival Hall. Oh, come on. I mean, the Royal Festival Hall organ is so uninteresting compared to the Gilroy Garlic Festival organ, which is actually in Christmas Hill Park. I mean, it's appropriately named because that's where the Gilroy Garlic Festival takes place, just south of San Jose every year. You really should go. There's also terrific food featuring garlic, of course. But if you like garlic, you're going to love the food. Let's see. This is Charles Camilleri, Missa Mundi. This is the Royal Festival Hall. And then we've got the organ at Hexham Abbey. I mean, everybody knows where that is, right? It's at Hexham. And this is a collection of things, Vidor and Sweelink and Tompkins and Langlais and Vierne and, all your favorite people. Mendelssohn, Hear My Prayer. This is with the Heinrich Schütz Choir and Chorale under Roger Norrington. Oh, some of you may not remember, before he became the world's worst conductor, Roger Norrington actually was an early music guy. I mean, that was his thing. And he ran the Schütz Choir. That was how he got started. And this has Felicity Palmer as soprano, which is extraordinary. And then, of course, we have to have plenty of Messiaen. And the first Messiaen disc is Le Banquet Céleste, Les Chors Glorieux, and the Apparition de l'Église Éternelle. Hot stuff. Absolutely. So that's the first batch. Let's see what we have in this batch. We have, look at this, French virtuoso organ music, which includes Messiaen's L'Ascension and the Verset pour la fête de la dédicatrice, some dedication thing, okay? And Dupré, variations on a Noel, and Vierne's Pièce de Fantaisie, and let's see, Jacques Charpentier, and more Marcel Dupré, and it's virtuosic and very, very French. Let's see. Oh, and here's another collection of Vierne, Messiaen, Matthias, Buxtehude, Frescobaldi, Rossi, Honegger, and Heiler. Heiler? Is that his name? Anton Heiler. Yes. The Suite Infesto Corpus Christi. You can play it every day and never get tired of it. Then we have, the organ dances. I loved this one. I just love this one. I mean, the organ is just such a danceable instrument. And some of the dance tunes we have here are let's see, Antonio Valenti, let's see, Le Ballo della Intorsia or something like that. I don't know. Franck's Chorale No. 2. That's a real toe tapper, as you know. More Anton Heiler, the Ton Staccata. And Peter Eben. Oh, Peter Eben's great. The Walpurgisnacht from Faust. Now, there's something that's going to get your pulse racing. Jehan, Alain, Trois Danses. And, oh my God, Messiaen's Transport de joie d'une âme devant la gloire du Christ qui est la sienne. From L'Ascension. Wowie, baby. This is, what is this, live recording? This is a live recording for the BBC, previously unpublished. And remember, these were selected by Dame Ware herself. Then we have, let's see, a disc of stuff by Dupré, Alain Tournemire, Langlais, Duruflé, Beuleman, and de Messieurs. I love French stuff. I really do. I mean, in organ music, in the world of organ music, there's Bach, and then there's France. And there's really nothing else. I mean, yes, there's the Roybke organ sonata, but, only if you play it in Laguna Beach, and, some Liszt pieces. But otherwise, Franck organ works, 2 volumes, absolutely magnificent performances there. And more Messiaen, Le Banquet Céleste, the diptyque. Did I already do this one? No, this is new. Apparition de l'Église éternelle, l'Ascension. Boy, we hear about it a bunch of times here, don't we? And la Nativité du Seigneur. That's a Christmas piece. Merry Christmas, folks. There you go. And let's see, what's this one? Oh, Les Cours Glorieux. And then Messiaen's Messe de la Pentecôte. And the Verset pour la Fête de la Dédicace. And the Livre d'Orgue. The Livre d'Orgue is one of Messiaen's most difficult pieces. It's sort of a super serial, complex, abstract organ thing. It sounds like that fabulous scene from Children of the Damned, where they lean on the entire organ and the whole church starts to shake and it seems like it's going to crumble. That's Livre d'Orgue. And then we have, let's see, Messiaen Méditation sur le mystère de la Sainte Trinité. And finally, is this finally? I don't know if this is final. Is this it? Disc CD 12. This is where we started. Oh, French virtuoso organ music. Okay, we started there. That's it. It ends with the Messiaen Méditation. Yes, see, sur le mystère de la Sainte Trinité. Magnificent stuff. Important, a fabulous collection put together by one of the great organists of the 20th century, lovingly packaged and presented. A celebration of Gillian Weir. So, I can only say, if organ is your thing, go for it. Absolutely. Why not? How many organ boxes are you going to need? You might as well get this one. It's got just about, if you have a Bach organ music set, you get your Bach box. And, you have your Bach organ music box. And that's only one piece of a set of 2 bookends that you're going to need to hold up whatever books or other things organ music is good for. And so this 22 disc set, which comes in this nice, chunky, weighty box, is absolutely perfect to serve as the other bookend of your organ music box collection. So get a Bach box, get Gillian Weir, and you've got all the organ music you will ever need in 2 boxes, plus a very, very handy set of bookends. So keep on listening, folks. Take care.